Get my geek on, get my geek on, get my geek on, get my geek on.
Hey there guys, and welcome to progress video number 1 of Runescape 2007. I am Shemale Pride, and I will be your host for the foreseeable future. As you can see, it's not really a starting progress video. I have got a fair way into everything already. I was contemplating not doing this progress video just because I don't know how many people would actually want to watch Pure's progress video. You know, I mean, I'm not going to be PKing a massive amount, and when I do, I won't really be recording it because my internet's not amazing, and I like to be quite smooth when I'm PKing. You know, I like PKing. I like to think I'm pretty good at it, and I don't like to be too slow about it. So I think I've got pretty good stats so far. I've not got anything massively high yet, but you know, I've not botted any of it, so I'm not going to be massively high. I've done it all legit. Yeah, I am aiming to hopefully, within the next week or two, have all my non-combats up to over 50 at least. So I've not got far to go for that. Hunter's the one I'm not looking forward to because I just find it so dull. It's just so boring. You know, you're just standing around waiting for ages. I know it can be quite profitable, but it's not something I enjoy. So right now my goals for, well, at least for this video, are 70 attack, maybe 2 range levels and at least 1 mage level, depends on what I decide to do. I will be getting 53 thieving at some point as well for the desert treasure quest, and I will go on to get my 50 fire making at some point, but I am going to hopefully get 70 attack in this video, and maybe a slayer level as well. I am training slayer at the moment. I've got a blood bell task, I believe, or I think I've got 60 something of them left, which I'm going to do in the new slayer cave because safe spotting there is so much easier than the slayer tower. So yeah, let's get straight into it then. Sorry about that. Get straight into it and show you my bank as it stands at the moment. I am short on cash because I bought a whip yesterday for when I get 70 attack. You'll have to excuse my voice, I've not been very well recently. So as you can see, starting at the top, I've got all my mage stuff, all my teleport tabs and currencies, and all my runes there. I mean, I'm quite low on runes at the moment as well. I sold quite a lot of them the other day, and I used a lot of major runes alching just recently. Got a few glories. I am wearing one as well. I've got a couple from Clan PK trip just the other day, so yeah, I'm doing quite good on glories. Yeah, then we got my rings. Obviously, plenty of recoils for PKing. A couple of rings of life for when I'm trying to do something stupid, which I quite often do. I have got 2 ring of wealth, but I've only got the second one as a placeholder. You know, I don't really need it. I'm never going to lose my ring of wealth. We go on to my pots. You'll see that my attack pots are a lot higher than my strength pots. That's because I was training Herblord just recently, and as you can see, I can't quite make super strength yet. I'm 4 levels off. I will get that eventually when I find the time to do it. Also, my energy potions. I had nearly 2,000 of them just yesterday. When I was looking for cash for my whip, and I didn't realise that they're actually worth a bit. You know, they're worth like 750 or so, even when they're only 3 doses. You know, you make them 4 doses and you're looking at 1.2k. So I sold all of those basically. My food stacks, they are very, very low at the moment. I have been training flat out recently. I haven't bothered to do any fishing or cooking for a while now. Yeah, I have got a few raws. I think I've got a few hundred of tuna and lobster. I cooked a load of swordfish a while back and I haven't bothered to fish them again because they are just too slow. But you know, with my raws as well, I've got plenty of food to hold me over. Then we go on to my range gear. Again, you'll see my I'm quite heavily outweighed on certain items. That's because I do make most of my own supplies. I don't often buy them because I'm much more into skilling recently than I was when I first started RuneScape. I mean, I started in 2000 and something. I started back in Classic, so it would have been 2001-ish, early Classic. It was simpler times back in the days of 3-hit PKing, which was always fun. Then we go on to my weapons. I've got a Dragon Simi equipped. Well, yeah, equipped. Well, I did have. Oh, it's in my bank, at the bottom of my bank at the moment because I sold a couple the other day. I've got a Dragon Simi at the bottom of my bank. I can't be bothered with putting that in just yet because I am going to be using it very soon. And it's just going to mess my bank up again. Rune Simi, that's just a placeholder for now for when I get more Rune Simis. For free-to-play PKing with a clan. Couple of daggers there. There's my whip. There it is. That's my pride and joy at the moment. It's makes me happy to see it in my bank. I've got a granite maul. I only use that for Nightmare Zone when I do Nightmare Zone because with the power surge, your XP just flies. I mean, I am on Orion at the moment, but it's just updated. RuneScape's just updated, so I've lost the orbs and the XP drops at the moment. But when you use the granite maul, if you didn't know, in Nightmare Zone, as a switch, if you get power surge, just spam the crap out of your spec bar, and your XP will just skyrocket. It goes absolutely insane. My Dorgashan bow there, which I use as a cheap alternative for things like easy things to kill, things like goblin tasks if I have to switch, or bears, things like that. Just anything that's fairly easy, because I've got a few bone bolts somewhere that I don't care about, and they're quite cheap again. Going on to my arrows, I've got a decent amount of arrows again. I've got supplies to get me a fair few levels. I'm not going to run out. Again, I have got a few broad bolts there, 2,000 of them. And I've got a friend who does make them for me as well, so it's quite cheap for me to get any more. Funeral arrows there, they're from Fire Giants a while ago. Okay, going on, I mean, I've got a few Slayer bits there, but they're not really important at all. Going on to my herbs, these are all herbs that I can't actually ID. If I show you my herb and my level quickly. So at the moment I can ID up to Avanto, so these are all, Qualm, Snapdragon, Cadentine, Mantadine, Dwarfwheat, and Torsal. I don't think there's actually any Snapdragons in there, because I haven't done any of the Agility arena yet. I get bored by Agility, as everyone does. I've got a few supplies there. My Limpwort roots were all from farming. I've got a few chocolate dust left. I did buy a while ago 2,000 chocolate dust to go along with my 2,000 Harrowlanders that I had to make energy pots. Again, I sold those, as I said. Made a lot of money out of those, which was always useful. Snapegrass, I did a while ago. When Pure Essence was crashing like mad because everyone was using their own points, I used mine on Snapegrass. I made a lot of money out of that actually. I have used a lot of them as well for making prayer potions, etc. Obviously, and fishing potions for levels. My uncut gems here. I will be using them eventually. I just gotta find the time and the energy to be mining gold. My runecraft and stuff. Again, I had a lot more pure essence, but I had to sell a few of it the other day because a friend was absolutely desperate. And I mean, when I do start runecrafting again, I'm only a level off of making natures, so 1,000 is going to be more than enough for me to start making money and buy some more or mine some more, even if I feel like it. I've only got one small pouch at the moment because I don't want to waste prayer pots down in the abyss to get more. So, and I don't really runecraft that much, so it's not a massive necessity. Again, my raw food, like I said, I have a few to hold me over, and then when I do run out, I will just go and do probably a couple of hours of fishing, to be honest with you, because I will need them eventually with my slayers, and especially with training attack now. You know, I won't be safe spotting with attack, obviously. I've got 1,000 oak logs there. That's for my construction. I will be turning them into planks soon, and I'll go and get my 50 construction off of those, I think. If not, it'll get me pretty close, and I can buy some more to make some more levels. Got some ores here. I've been looking to get hold of some more iron and coal soon. I will start mining those because I need another smithing level, and I could do with some more cannonballs because I am running low on them. Then I come down to my farming supply. These are all pretty much junk. I've not got any ranar seeds in here. I use all of those. I used, I think, 5 or 6, only 5 or 6 ranar seeds yesterday. I got a few ranars out of it. Used the prayer potions already at arrows. Then come down to my random stuff, my random event gear, you know, mine, my camo, lederhosen, and stuff like that. My rares, I am selling basically away all of my rares apart from one of each, so I have got one just so I can look good, and I will be trying to keep hold of some of my hope for a while because I know that the price is going to raise towards the middle of the year. Moving further on, and it is pretty much just all junk from there. I mean, I've got a few little bits down here I use for Slayer quite often. So yeah, let's get straight in and finish this task of blood belts. Alright guys, just finished my blood belt task. I was quite lucky, I got 4 rune meds, which doesn't happen very often. Just running down to Zenaris now to get my new task. So yeah, that new Slayer cave is so much easier for things like blood bells. I mean, there's one spot in there, you can literally just hide there and camp. There's 4 or 5 you can kill from the spot, and none of them can touch you at all. And there's a few different safe spots, so I would highly recommend if you have a blood bell task and you are one defense like me, I'd suggest you go there and just range them rather than wasting prayer with flicks and stuff. Because let's be honest, no one likes to waste prayer pots, they're not exactly cheap. So, new task. Mutated Zygamites. Okay, great. Not even sure where they are or how to kill them, but let's have a check quickly. Back in a minute. Alright guys, this should be the last one I need to kill. I don't know for certain because I forgot to bring a Slayer gem with me, but it's all good. Nearly got 62 attack as well. This is a nice little task. I only had to kill 13 of them. Oh, hang on. Nope, the last one was the last one. Hadn't even realised. Never mind. But no, they're quite fun to kill, you know, I find them a little bit entertaining actually. You know, they're not just the same old, hit it and hit it and hit it. You know, you can just, they're quite a fun task actually. And the best thing is that they're right here in Venaris as well, so they're right by the Slayer Master. And the fact I only had 15 of them made it even easier. Because, or 14, however many it was. Because I could just do it in one inventory, you know, without even bothering to pray flick, without bringing any decent food, just lobsters. Yeah, got a bit of super compost off them as well, so that'll help when I'm growing ranards. Who's this clown? Oh, little story about him. The clown I PK with quite often, Redemption. They, LP were trying to, LP by the way, if you didn't know, is Legendary Pures. They were trying to catch us on login on a PvP mode yesterday, and we cleared them about 4 times. That's the clan I was saying I got the glories and stuff from. Desert lizards. Okay, great. Not that great, but okay. Alright. This could be fun. Alrighty, well, I'll be back when I've got this task done, or nearly. What's up guys, so I decided rather than doing my Slayer task straight away, I would get my 50 fire making ready for Desert Treasure. There we go, as you can see, got it already. Basically I just got bored of doing Slayer for a while, I thought I needed to mix things up a bit. I got my 53 thieving as well. I got that one quite quickly because I was only a couple of hundred XP away from it anyway. So yeah, I think that's all of the requirements done for Basic Treasure now, and I can start that one whenever the mood takes me really. But I'm thinking I won't do it until 82 mage or so, because basically 80 mage becomes useful really. Before that it's a bit crap. So yeah, I will now get off and actually do that Slayer test. Okay guys, just about to get 62 attack here. One of the most annoying tasks you can get, because you gotta keep on cutting those damn cacti, for water and your water skins, and you can't really wear anything defensive at all because obviously you just run out of water quicker, and having to use damn icicles every time. I did actually have to go back as well because I forgot my icicles the first time. Anyway, that's 62 attack, and I'm back at the next level or when the task is over. But guys, so I just finished that task of little desert lizards. Not exactly amazing loot, but you know, they drop kebabs quite regularly, so you can just stay there for the entire trip usually. Just gonna go and get a new task, I think. Top myself up. I'm gonna have to cook a few lobsters, I think, before my next task, depending on what it is. Yeah, see you in a second. I get a new task. Okay, guys. So my new task is 115 lesser demons. Usually I range them, but I can't be bothered using up bolts, and I need to get some attack levels now anyway, so I'm just going to prey flick them. I don't really like prey flicking because, well, your timing has to be exact on certain things, especially the ones that use melee to attack with. But, you know, I need to get my attack level, so, and I'm not going to just waste an entire inventory of prayer pots on a task of something like lesser demons, which are a bit of a cash sink really. You know, there's not much profit to be made from them at all. They're not bad experience though, so yeah, I'll be back when this task is done. Alright guys, just finished my lesser demon task. Did manage to get a rune med, but you know, not much at all. Like I say, they are just cash sinks mostly. You don't really get much profit from them at all. Luckily I only used one dose of prayer pots with that one. Yes, I'll see you in a second. I've got a new task. Okay guys, got another desert lizard task. I think what I'm going to do is leave it there with the Slayer for this episode, and I will probably do a couple of barrow runs for you. So I'll see you in a minute when I'm all geared up and ready to go. Okay guys, just finishing up my first barrow run of the episode. Probably get junk. There we go. Look at that nice amount of junk. And I'll be back in a sec. Okay guys, here's loot number 2. And lots of junk again, which is always fun. Take you back in a minute. Okay guys, loot number 3 I believe of the episode, so here we go. And more junk. And I'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, I decided to do my last one of barrows and comments over it because well, it's my first progress video, so I thought I may as well end it with a little bit of an explanation as to my history on RuneScape. You know, just so you get a chance to get to know me a little bit. So basically, I started playing RuneScape back in 2001, as I said. I've been playing it for a very long time, on and off. You know, real life issues going on every so often, and obviously I quit for a long time from Bounty Hunter onwards, basically until not long ago when they released Old School, and a friend of mine mentioned it, and I tried it out, and yeah, I'm hooked again. So yeah, so my original RuneScape name, just to give you an idea of how old RuneScape was when I first started playing it. My original RuneScape name was in Classic, and it was at Greener, so it was actually a coloured name. The account now isn't usable because they don't allow coloured names anymore, obviously. But I've had a few accounts since. I'm not going to go into all of them. I've maxed out quite a lot of accounts and quite a lot of stats on various accounts. Got a pretty colourful clan in history. My very first clan that I ever joined was a little clan, an RS forum based clan called CPA, Certified Public Assassins, who they were pretty good. They weren't amazing. They weren't the best of clans in the world. I mean, they were based on the Runescape forums rather than the Runescape community, so they didn't really have that massive a member list. I think we had at most maybe 60 members at the very most. But we did well enough. You know, we were usually ranked middle of the RuneScape based clans, you know, sort of 4 or 5-ish in the top 10. Was with them for a while. I got ranked with them. Ended up, I think the highest rank I got with them was High Council, so pretty decently ranked. I left them. Well, I didn't leave them. They closed, and I went on to join another RuneScape forum-based clan called Black Dragons. They were the #1 RuneScape-based clan at the time. Met a lot of really good friends in there that I've known, you know, for a long, long time, and I've kept in contact with some of them, even off of RuneScape. You know, in real life, I've met a few of them. When they disbanded, I went along and joined Divine Forces. This is back in when I joined Divine Forces. They were probably rank 6 or 7, I think, free to play. I can't remember their pay to play rank. I never really bothered to pay attention to that because most of the warring that we did there was free to play. I stayed with them for a while, but I had some real life issues at the time. Was struggling to keep up with raising requirements. Ended up basically being phased out because of the requirements being raised all the time. But I was with them for a while. I mean, I was with them when they got rank 1. I was actually heavily involved in the war that got them rank 1. When they absolutely demolished Damage Inc. a few years ago. Yeah, when I got phased out from them, I didn't really have much effort with RuneScape, and I didn't really have much time to put into it. So I just went and joined a small no honor clan, a luring clan called Most Wanted. They were a pretty good luring clan, one of the original luring clans, in fact. Used to lure DI on a daily basis, mostly to East of Hut, and take them for a few free RM sets and stuff just after Barrows was first released. Don't know why I clicked that. That was a misclick. Yeah, Most Wanted was probably my last proper RuneScape clan that I was in. After them, I didn't really bother with much clanning at all. Ended up just solo PKing for a while. I used to lure with a couple of mates, small clan chat, IRC clans and stuff. Never really anything major. And then when Bounty Hunt was released, as I said, I quit pretty much that week because it just wasn't going the way I wanted it to. I didn't like Bounty Hunting that much. I didn't like the idea of it. On paper, it should have been a good thing, but the way that it was done, I just didn't like it at all. The whole not being able to loot stuff after you've killed someone. I mean, I understand the whole bounty target thing, but not being able to loot stuff after you've killed someone, I don't think was right. So, without being absolutely demolished by a clan because you couldn't leave. Yeah, so I quit RuneScape for a while. I had a lot of real life stuff going on at the time as well anyway, so I didn't really have much gaming at all. Aside from, I think I played Final Fantasy for a while, the online, and I think it was 11. Started playing some private servers a few years ago. Most notably Near Reality. Played that for a while. The staff on there for a while, in fact, as well. Under the name Daddy Tank. So yeah, I stopped playing RuneScape, went onto private servers for a few years. Then I came back onto RuneScape when Old School was released, and I'm hooked, like I said, absolutely loving it. Really enjoying the way it's going. I'm really impressed with the way that their staff team on Old School communicates with the community. I mean, you can't make an online game successful without being close to your community, and I think they've really got it down pat. They've got it working perfectly. We don't get everything we want, but then life works that way. No one ever gets everything that they want. But we get most things, and it's going really well. So on 07 at the moment, I'm not actually in a clan, although I do chill out with Redemption Pures. They're quite relaxed, quite a chill clan. I PK with them every so often, clearing other clans and stuff. But mostly at the moment, I'm just training up my stats and seeing where I go with it, see how much time I have for it, because I have quite a lot going on in real life still. I've got work, obviously, got my family to look after. I've got a lot to do, so I don't really have time to be playing this as much as I used to. I used to be able to bang out 24-hour days quite happily on RuneScape. So now I just play at a relaxed pace. This series, I am intending to do it on a weekly basis, but I can't guarantee that, obviously. I don't know what's going to come up in life, what might distract me from it. I won't be showing progress of absolutely everything I do, because, to be honest, it feels a bit odd just talking to myself into a microphone, and just makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. And I like to be able to watch stuff while I'm playing, because I don't have the focus that I used to have on the game. I'm getting a lot more into skilling than I used to be as well, because I used to absolutely detest skilling. I used to just like PKing, and that was it. I've not really done much PKing since coming back, but then as a pure, it's quite difficult to PK at my level, because I don't have massively high stats yet. I should have done that here. I don't have massively high stats yet, and I do end up getting absolutely dominated by tanks and void pures, void rangers in particular, obviously. You get a lot of PJs everywhere as well, so I'm waiting to get some higher stats. Basically, I'm going to start PKing properly when I've finished my stats. Got the ones that I want to get. I hate these puzzles. If there is anything you want me to do in my series, then just let me know. I'm more than happy to basically go with it. I've not got many limitations on what I'll do. There are a few limitations. Obviously, being a pure, I'm not going to train my defense up to sort of 40-50 for you. I'm going to keep that where I want it to be. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there for now. Anything else that I've left out, feel free to leave a message in the comments. Send me a private message in game. I've always got my private on. Always happy to chat. Quite easy to chat with. If you want any tips or anything, let me know. And if you have any tips, feel free to drop them to me as well. So yeah, final bit of the series of the episode. And junk again. I was hoping for a Gutham Spear just to finish my first episode off. That would be perfect ending. Anyway, I will see you on the next episode.